Is this all right? Hey, Maurice, how are you? It's Parker.
Vanessa.
You know, guys, I got to tell you what. You know, I'm manly enough to admit that I watch a show.
You're lying.
I'm not lying, Vanessa. Every day. Matter of fact, I watch it so much with my wife that we DVR the thing, and I will get angry with her if she watches it before I do.
What did I do yesterday on the show?
Well, let me just tell you. Hold on, Maurice. Now, let me just tell you. I haven't seen that episode yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Because I'm DVRing. I'm not lying. I'll tell you what. The bulkhead right now. Here's the deal.
All you care about is the bulkhead.
No, I don't care about the bulkhead. I'll tell you what. I want you guys to get married. I want to know who tore up the dress. See, I'm telling you, I watched the show.
Oh,
You're Googling it, but okay.
No. I know who did it.
That's good.
I watched the ABC sneak preview too.
Wait, but I don't even know who tore up the dress.
And did it.
You know what? It's Suzanne. It has to be Suzanne.
Adrienne Barbeau did it.
No, I thought she was the ring.
You know that Adrienne was just on my husband's show?
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. No, I was talking to Maurice.
Oh, all right.
So, anyway, I'm sorry, buddy. What's up?
Hey, you know what? I wanted to say I think Maurice and my wife and I are going down to Connecticut to catch a show. I didn't realize you actually do comedy.
Oh, well, I do, I'm doing a whole thing. I'm touring.
You're going to do comedy?
Yeah, I do.
No, you're not.
I do comedy clubs. I'm doing
But
11.
you're not doing stand-up.
Well, it's not stand-up, but it's I make people laugh, cry, yell, scream, and I'm doing cities like Chicago, all over the place. So
Yeah, it's very cool. We saw that. We'll probably see you backstage. Who knows? We'll see how.
Yeah,
Maurice is one of the funniest people I've ever known.
Now, you guys have played.
Hilarious.
You guys have played your characters for so long now. I was wondering, do you guys have a lot of freedom with the character, especially Maurice? You've been doing it for so long. You've developed Sonny for so many years. Do you have a lot of freedom, or do you have to stay by the script?
There's a lot of look.
Maurice is the boss.
I went
He's
word
the boss.
for word for like 15 years, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I did word for word.
Yeah, but make no mistake that he gets to decide what is going to happen or not happen.
Oh, geez.
He is the boss.
Well, here's the deal. I have the freedom now to ad lib and to try to make things work with story or whatever. But I try to, especially lately, because I got real involved about a couple of years ago, getting too involved in trying to make things right with and whatnot. Now I get out of it. So now I'm out of it. But you know what? I don't have to be involved now because things are going so well. So.
Yeah, but Maurice could have me fired tomorrow. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, right.
Just for fun.
Now,
but the way things are going right now, there's no need to get involved. I just I go to work and I do what I do, and it's I'm having a fun time. Well, Vanessa and I are having a blast, and I think we're going to keep having a blast for a while.
Now, I wanted to address that because I had heard a rumor that Vanessa wasn't going to stay on for too much longer.
Well, here's the deal.
Maurice is the boss.
Not if I can help it, but that's her choice. But I'm going to try to convince her to stay and all that stuff. But we don't need to get into that right now, only because it's a little ways down the road.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I like the question because I really don't want her to leave. I really don't.
You guys have a great chemistry on the show, and just by talking to you guys now, it seems like you have a great chemistry. You're friends anyways, right?
Yeah, Maurice is really incredibly not just funny, but smart and passionate, and he's very empathetic, but he's also got like this incredibly witty, dark sense of humor, which I love.
Yeah.
So it really is. I truly, I mean, it sounds corny again, but I truly don't even have to speak to Maurice. It's like he knows exactly what I'm thinking and feeling at all times. It's kind of astounding.
And that happens when we're working.
Yeah, all the time.
So it's for me, everything's about energy in life and in acting and boxing. That I like to box in sports. It's all about energy, and you feel the other person's energy or whatever. And what she said is absolutely correct. And then in the scenes, like yesterday, I did a scene with her, and I felt the shift without looking at her. She kind of moved her body, and I said, "Okay, she wants to go here." And then I take my thing and try to make her not go there. And it's great. It's fun.
Yeah, we don't have to discuss anything.
No.
It just naturally happens in a scene. And what people really don't realize is we don't rehearse. and we basically filmed the first take.
Oh, wow.
So it's really like almost like improv theater, but it's scripted, and it's like live theater. But without the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't that make sense? I mean, that's a great way of shooting. I think it seems more realistic that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can be either incredibly frightening if you don't click with the person you're working with, or in my I'm lucky enough to be working with Maurice, who's like the king. It's incredibly fun. So it can go either way.
Now, real quick, I'm running out of time with you guys. I have so many questions, but really, honestly, a wedding in Port Charles? Are you guys kidding? Because here's the thing, I tell my wife all the time, if you have a wedding in Port Charles, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the beauty of this wedding is, for the first time, nothing really happens. I mean, a lot happens at the wedding,
right?
But they get married.
Oh, it's about time something actually, people actually get married at a wedding in Port Charles.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing because you see the whole spectrum, and even the I do's.
Oh, nice.
Now, if something happens after the wedding, that's a big thing, but not at the wedding. It's all subtle and stuff, and I really enjoyed doing it, and I can't wait to see it.
Now, it's I gotta let you guys go, but real quick, Vanessa, what brought you back to General Hospital? Was there anybody fundamental that brought you back, or was it something you wanted to do, or how did that work out?
Maurice brought me back. We've always tried to work out the scheduling, and honestly, I would call and check with Maurice to see if he wanted me to come visit. And so it's really, I couldn't have more respect for him, and I would go anywhere that he was.
And you can tell through the chemistry on the air, too. Thanks a lot for being on the show. We appreciate it. General Hospital, a multi-award-winning daytime drama. Great show. And we'll catch your wedding. It's this week, right?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday. Thanks a lot for being on the show. We appreciate it.